Hey all you zealots and zerglings out there, I've got a 3 versus 3 for you today, and I know what you're saying to yourself, but Hive, this doesn't look like a standard map, and you are right. This is a fastest map possible kind of thing, which I guess to basically explain it is you don't really have a lot of resources, or resource nodes, but you'll notice there's tons of resources in these things. There's like a billion gas, a billion minerals, and this is even a rich mineral field, and you pretty much gather the resources almost instantaneously. So basically the idea of the fastest possible map is that you have almost infinite resources and you gather them really, really fast. I mean, you can see I've already got almost 800 minerals. And the point is just to macro up your base as quickly as you can, and just whoever can get the fastest macro and the best unit composition can probably win. And this is a 3 versus 3, so we'll check. I am the red Zerg, and we were random races, so I was once again happy to see Zerg. My allies are Dunamai, the blue Zerg, who has already gotten a spawning pool up and a second hatchery. My other partner is Spartan, the teal Protoss, who has 3 gateways going up. He needs a lot more workers right now. I can tell you this right now. He needs, I mean, you gotta just cram this thing with workers. And a forge, which is good. Our opponents are Wolfpack, the yellow Terran, who's already going 4 racks, it looks like. That is good. He's got some good units there. Oh, and an engineering bay. Contrarian, the green Terran, who is putting up just 1 barrack so far, and a couple extra command centers, which might help him gather resources here. I'm not sure in this version of the fastest possible map if that works or not. And Mike the Purple Terran, who looks like he is also going 4 racks. And it looks like I am already up to 4 hatcheries, and I got a Roach Warren, and in a couple of Evo chambers, because I want to get my upgrades as quickly as possible, and I'm already researching a speed upgrade, and I've already got my lair. So we are moving fast here in the Hive camp. In fact, a lot of this stuff is going to be moving fast. And we got a lair here for Dunamai. Only 2 hatcheries, and he's pumping out Zerglings and getting the speed upgrade. He's got the Roach Worm, but he's not doing anything with it yet. He's going to bring up the production tab. Wow, this might not be a very good idea, but we'll leave it up there in case you want to take a look at it. And we're up to 4 gates for Spartan, and he's gotten a forge out. Oh, a second forge out. He's already researching his attack upgrade. That's very good. Which, yes, we can see that up here. Am I getting my upgrades yet? I am getting Burrow. I'm getting range and ground carapace and roach speed and Burrow. And we got Roach Warren going down for Dunamai. I thought he already had a Roach Warren going up. So maybe he may have forgotten about his Roach Warren. Spartan getting double upgrades. And chrono boosting out his warp gate technology. And he's got his air attack level 1 coming on the way. And he's producing Zealot Stalker. We got Mike here, who has got 4 factories going down, and a starport, and he's got several barracks coming out right now. So far he's just got a couple marauders. And wow, we got good saturation here from Contrarian. That is excellent. That is excellent. So he will be getting some really good. We checked the income tab. Who we got best? We got. Well, it looks like I have got the best. Contrarian and I both have the best saturation right now. Everyone else is not maximizing their use, and I am now up to 6 hatcheries, and I'm pumping out some roaches, although not that many yet. Getting a spire. I've already got an infestation pit, and I'm getting my lair. We got some Ling Roach here for Dunamai. Still could use a lot more workers on there, and he's still only on 2 hatcheries. And now, Zerg, you really gotta get hatcheries. Hatchery. Now, some versions of this map, the queen is buffed so that spawn larva costs a lot less, which helps you produce larva. But this map is not. This variant does not have that, and so you really need to get many hatcheries up. Dropping an Evo chamber there. What do we got here going on for Spartan? He's getting his Zealot legs and his Twilight Council. He's still pumping out the upgrades and pumping out some Immortals. And his Robo Bay. couple more, another robotics facility, so he's going to go 2 robo. Oh, we got some movement here. Contrarian's got some Marines, and oops, they're going to hit a bit of a wall. So yeah, the middle of the map's kind of got this wall you've got to shoot down, and I don't think he realizes that just yet. Now he realizes it. But it looks like Dunamai and I are going to be pushing out with our Roach and a few Zerglings. So we're going to get through this wall first. Oh, well, no, actually, he is through this wall. But he is going to run into all these Stalkers, and I'm not... Oh, no, he's going to miss them. But it looks like we are going to go to the front door of Wolfpack, who's got a good bunker wall going here, and a siege tank. Doesn't have siege mode yet. Oh, one of these Banelings going to get into that Marine line. It looks like the Marines are pulling back, which is smart, and the Banelings are going up. So the Banelings are going to do some damage on these bunkers, but that is about it. Most of the Marines were able to pull back, and is he researching siege mode? He is researching siege mode, and it is almost finished, but I still have a lot of Roaches alive here, and oh, I'm going to burrow them in order to, you know, heal them up. And I just get the Tunneling Claws upgrade, so I'm going to move right to the center of his army and unburrow and finish taking this stuff out. Although it looks like he might get the better of my forces. And oh, we got a big battle going on here. These Marines did get into the base, but these Stalkers for Spartan are going to take care of them. But he's going to reinforce with that, with more Marines and 3 Thors. And lots more Marines going. And what is he's pumping out 3 Thors, Marines, Marauders. Oh, he's got all sorts of stuff going on here. And we got Wolfpack's getting an Infernal Pre-Igniter. He's getting the armor upgrades for his buildings. Oh, it looks like Mike came and pulled out his base. We checked and it looks wow, it looks like I'm getting a Greater Spire. I'm getting Armor and Attack Ground level 2, and Neural Parasite, and an Ultralisk Cavern. And can we figure out how many? It looks like I am on 7 hatcheries. This may be the limit of what I get right for this game, but it seemed to suit me quite well. And I got a big ball of Roaches here. They're going to go against all these Marauders, which Marauders are really excellent against Roaches. And we are going to burrow and pop up right on these Marauders. Like I said, Marauders are good against Roaches, but there are a lot of Roaches here. And it looks like it's going to finish off those Marauders, and now we're going to head into these Thors, which do not do any extra bonus damage to the Roaches, so they are not going to last long. And here comes some reinforcing Banelings from Dunamai. And we got a pretty good Thor ball here. And I'm pinging this base because I figure we did some damage to Wolfpack before, so we should move down and attack someone else. So we're going to hit Contrarian at the middle base. And I've got a really good arc on his Thors. But he has not got a lot of Thors, and Mike's got a medevac here for some reason. It's not going to do well. It's doing a little bit of healing to what infantry remains. Oh, but Wolfpack's going to come down and help clean this up. So it looks like he's going to clean this up right now. If we check, now I'm getting my ground armor 3, my ground attack 3. I'm getting chitinous plating for my my Ultralisks, so they will have a lot more +2 on armor. And my flyer attack 1, and we got a bunch of Zerglings coming out for Dunamai. Oh, and here comes some Colossus Stalker for Spartan. They're going to clean up the forward part of this army, but we got siege tanks in the background here, and they will do well to clean up this army, so I think they will easily deflect this force right here. And these bases are getting kind of big. It's kind of hard to see what everyone's doing by looking at their bases. May have to depend a bit more on the production screen, and it looks like we're getting more Colossus for Spartan. And we're getting 9 Thors coming out for Contrarian, so he must just have factories everywhere. He's got some barracks there, some barracks there. There is his factories. So yeah, he has a lot of factories, and that is very good. You want to get as many production buildings out as you can. And like, frankly, I think Spartan could have a ton more gateways here. I mean, he's got the resources, so he could be spending his stuff a lot better. And we check the army sizes. Looks I've got 250, Contrarian's got 228, so we are the top tier right now. And if you'll notice, you do get a higher cap. Oh, it looks like we got action here. I've got Ultralisks out, and they're going to go against these Thors. And I believe Ultralisks do bonus damage versus armored, so they have the advantage in a race against Thors. And they are just going to eat them up. And this Thor is going to turn tail and run. Oh, and that Marine did not make it. And 2 of my Ultras, no, they're going to give up. They're going to give up. They're going to move back in here. And this is a lot of Ultralisks. They got 4 armor. Okay, they got 5 armor if you look at that. They don't have any attack upgrades yet, and I need to make a bigger doorway here. It looks like we got Thor, Tank, Marine. Well, these Hellions are not going to do anything to this army whatsoever. They're going to do 8 damage to an Ultralisk, which has 500 hit points. Well, they do have some Banshees here, and that is good because there's no anti-air in this group right now. And they do have enough to clean up all these Ultralisks. And I got some more being queued up. We checked the production tab. And I got 22 more Ultralisks coming. 22 more Ultralisks. That is why you need a lot of hatcheries, because I can just pump out the Ultras. And how many hatcheries do we have for Dunamite? He's got 1, 2, 3. He's getting up a 4th, it looks like, which is not, I don't think is nearly enough. He is getting the Ultralisk Cavern. He is getting the upgrade. Oh, we got a big battle here. Oh, it looks like we just finished up this battle. And these Banshees were actually really good, because for most, I mean, if you see so far, there's absolutely no anti-air for these things, and so these Banshees can go unchecked. And they do have cloak too. Oh, and we're getting the 250mm strike cannons for Contrarian's Thors. And we got a nice little, well, a few, not a lot of, I don't know what these Ultralisks are doing. They need to be grouped up with my many Ultralisks here. And those Banshees, well, looks like they're trying to, I don't know if these guys are attacking or what. Are they regrouping? Looks like these Marines are about to be in a world of hurt, because Ultralisks will eat Marines for breakfast. I'm not even using all of my Ultralisks. So the Thors are going to slowly creep in here, and we got Stalker Colossus for Spartan. And does he have the Thermal Lance upgrade? I want to check that out if I can find his robotics bay. He does have the Thermal Lance upgrade, but, you know, I don't know if this is the best unit choice here. I guess there's still a lot of Marines, which they will do really good against, but they do damage 21, which is, I guess, is okay, but against Thors, which are armored, he might have done better to get some Immortals in this army, since we were just seeing a ton of Thors and Siege Tanks. And that is what Immortals do. Oh, we got the Cloaked Banshee here, and it doesn't look like we have any detection. We could get some Observers in this army, too. So I think they're going to clean up this army until we can macro up some reinforcements. And just as I say, here comes my reinforcing Ultralisks. And they're going to get a surround on these tanks, sort of. Yeah, the tanks are just burning away now. We still got these Banshees, and it looks like Wolfpack's got some Banshees now too, which is a really good choice. They also have the cloak, but they don't need it right now because we have no anti-air once Spartan Stalkers in this army needs to move forward and help out. Although it looks like my Ultralisks are they going to clean up this army? They might. Oh, it's going to be really, really close. It's going to be really, really close. Oh no, they're going to clean that. They're going to just survive with, very little hit points. This guy survived with 23 hit points. And now I've got a bunch of Mutalisks, which do not do that good against Thors. But they are all pretty weak, so they're going to die pretty quickly. But so are the Mutalisks. Yeah, and I kind of got careless with my Mutalisks and threw them right into a Thorn army. But that's okay, because I have Ultralisks to back it up. Oh, we need to really get off the Hellions. There's absolutely nothing these Hellions are doing, but we do have battle cruisers out for Wolfpack. Which, once again, we still have no anti-air because my Mutalisks just got completely obliterated. Unless I'm producing any other air. Now I'm just producing 6 more Ultralisks. No, wait, that's not me. I'm producing, attack level 2 and, Baneling speed. I'm getting a Hydralisk den because I guess I figured I might want to get some anti-air. Because, you know, right now these Banshees and battle cruisers are just tearing us apart. I mean, they may not do a lot of damage to Thors, but when they're not getting shot at, and he's really kind of wasting this cloak, if you ask me. What we need are these Stalkers up there, which they are 323 Stalkers, so that is pretty good. And I'm finally spreading my creep, and I'm bringing a Overseer to finally spot for these Cloaked Banshees, which are not currently here. Oh, and I'm now producing a bunch of Corruptors. I'm finally like, I need to get some anti-air of my own. Plus I have a Greater Spire, which means that I can use that for making Broodlords. Oh, and this small force kind of needs to wait for these guys. I don't think they're going to do very well against this army all by themselves. They have very few numbers. Now they're going to reinforcement, but it's a little bit late. Oh, and this battlecruiser is going to be charging up a Yamato, and he's going to take out, well, he's going to almost take out a Colossus, but now my Corruptors are in here, and they will eat battlecruisers like there's no business. I'm not really sure if Yamatoing the Colossus is going to do that much, because there is very little infantry left, and the Thors just are, you know, are not going to be that threatened by Colossus. And I'm going to take out another battlecruisers. See, now would be the time to cloak, although it looks like they don't have a lot of energy left. Yeah, and the Banshees are going to go down. Oh, but the rest of them are cloaked, so I can't see them right now. So I'm not going to get my Corruptors slaughtered. We checked the units lost. I have just taken a huge pounding, and Contrarians pretty much has as well, but then again, we've been the ones that seem to be macroing the hardest, and now I am pumping out the Broodlords. Do I need to do the Broodlord song? Boom, 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 boom. Yep, that's the Broodlord theme song. And now there's just a bunch of Colossi just trying to burn up everything on the front lines here. I guess there are still Marines in there, so they will do a good job against that. And once again, we got a battlecruiser here that nobody's shooting at. These Stalkers could, you know, do some damage to them. They are going to slowly inch forward. They are starting to get some hits on it, but no, they're going to pull back. But now here come Broodlords backed up with some Corruptors, because I didn't want to leave my Broodlords defenseless to air. And I do see the battlecruiser. I'm going to eat that up. I'm going to eat up the Banshees, and now here come the Broodlord. Boom, 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 boom. And my Broodlords, I've got +2 on attack. The Broodlings are 3-1. They could use some more attack upgrades, which would make them really effective. And now I found some more air units for my Corruptors to eat up as my Broodlords pelt from long range. Which, if they're shooting at the Broodlings, that is exactly what I want to happen. And now this, I probably should have kept my Corruptors up front, because now my Broodlords are taking the brunt of the Thor attacks when they do decide to shoot at them. There's not that many Broodlings staying alive down there, so yeah, my Broodlords are getting kind of shot up. Looks like we're about to get some reinforcing Stalkers, and he just needs... Well, he does have a lot of gateways now, but he is not macroing hard enough. Look, he could be macroing up another, like, 11 Stalkers right now. And it looks like I pulled my Corruptors back forward, not because there was air here, but because I saw my Broodlords were getting shot up, so I'm using the Corruptors basically as cannon fodder. I'm not sure they're getting shot at. Kind of hard to see. They don't look like any of them are getting weaker, probably because they're not shooting. And if the Thors were already targeting the Broodlords, just throwing Corruptors in the front line is not going to change their mind. And I'm pumping out more Corruptors. I'm getting my level 2 melee attack. I'm getting my level 3 flying attack, which is going to make all these units much more powerful. Oh, it looks like we are getting some Vikings out for Mike, which might not be a bad idea with all the air I've got out right now, because Vikings will do good against these units. Oh, and we got Mass Banshee coming over here from Mike. They're going to sneak into Spartan's base, and I don't know if he's got anything for this or not. Oh, he's going to get the Stalkers, he's going to draw the attention of the Stalkers, and he's not cloaking. Oh, and now he cloaks. He needed to cloak a lot sooner. But right here, and oh, looks like I've macroed up another Ultralisk force, giving up on air yet again, and just plugging this hole with their massive carcasses. Oh, it looks like Dunamai's already got some Ultralisks in here. And I'm macroing up more Broodlords. And we have finally pushed back through the hole again. So it's just, this whole armed battle's been right here at this gap. And it's just been pushing into one side or the other of the gap. And we once again are kind of made our way in. Let's check the, oh, he's got 4 armor on his Ultralisk, no ground attack. I've got max armor on my Ultralisk, but only 1 attack, which is unfortunate. I need more attacks. And we are going to be pushing into Contrarian's base again. And now I'm messing up. Oh, looks like we had some clean up some Banshees, and I've got a ton of Broodlords here. How many Broodlords have I got? 8, 16, 21 Broodlords. And it looks like they've cleaned up our army again, but we made quite a deep penetration of their base. And oh, it looks like we're going to get a counterattack here from Wolfpack, who's got Marine tank, 1 Viking, a couple of Hellions, which the Hellions aren't going to do much in... Oh, I don't know. He might have... Yeah, I think he might have sieged those up a little bit late. Oh, we do some Hydralisks here from Dunamai. Although, oh, well, he does have some battlecruisers back here, so maybe he could... no, he's starting to lose this force. Yeah, I think Dunamai is going to deflect this alright, depending on whether or not he can take on these battlecruisers. And it looks like I am moving my Air Force to intercept. Well, right here at this, we got, oh, more Banshees, and I got more Broodlords down here. Yeah, it looks like these Colossus is not long for this world. And oh wow, I'm just gonna clean that up with my Corruptors, which may have been overcommitted. I guess I saw the army going over. I saw that the army was attacking his base, so I just sent this force up here to help clean it up while I was concentrating down here. It looks like I overcommitted because he almost cleaned that up himself, and I could have been concentrating a lot more down here. And where are my Broodlords? They're just slowly inching their way down here, and I'm going to take out that Viking. We need some stealth detection. I had an Overseer there. He's getting shot at. Need the Overseer back here so I can hit these Banshees. But I have not. Once again, I got a ton of Ultralisks just choking up the hole yet again. So this has basically just been a battle of Thors versus Ultralisk. Oh, you got to be careful where you're taking these Vikings. I got a lot of anti-air there. If I see those guys... Oh, no, don't fly them closer. Oh, don't fly them closer to my Corruptors. I need to get my Corruptors over there. Seriously. They are going to draw the fire from my Broodlords. Which, how are my Broodlings doing? They are 3-2 Broodlings, which means they're going to do a ton of damage. On top of the damage the Broodlord gets for just throwing them. And more... And another surround from Dunamai's Ultralisks. Oh, and now I am going to see these Banshees and clean them up, and they are way overextended. And they're flying right past my Overseer, so they're not going to be hiding even if they have any. Yeah, they did have some energy. We need to take care of that. Oh, don't fly your battlecruisers into that. Don't fly your battlecruiser into that. That is a huge mistake. My Corruptors will be like, I love battlecruisers. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, looks like I do have some Broodlords surviving, but they have no one to protect them over here anymore, so these battlecruisers are going to start shooting them to pieces. Oh, we got Mass Marine here, a couple of Thors, some siege tanks, some battlecruisers. So we got quite a mix-up going here in this army. Nope, now these battlecruisers are way overextended. These Stalkers can clean them up pretty easily. And I'm not sure what are those Vikings shooting at. I don't think they're shooting at anything right now. Oh, they're shooting at the Colossus. So I need to get my Corruptors back out here. And we are slowly pushing the front back through the hole again. And my Corruptors are like, yeah, more battlecruisers, that's just fine. And I got more army coming here. Oh, here's some more Ultralisks. They do not quite have their 3rd attack upgrade yet. Am I researching attack level 3? I am researching attack level 3. And I'm finally getting some armor for my air units. And queuing up another 18 Ultralisks. And my Ultras are just absolutely everywhere. My Corruptors are going to take care of the Vikings. No problem there. Oh, they forgot one. Oh, and now they're going to go for Medivacs. And wow, Wolfpack is just cranking out a bunch of stuff. And now he's got Ultralisks at his base, so we got a 2-pronged Ultralisk attack. But now mine are going to meet up. No, actually, these are just my Corruptors. I saw his battlecruisers attacking his Ultras, so I'm like, I'll help him out with those. So that'll take care of that for us. And what we got here? We got some Colossus Stalker coming in. I'm still not sure about the choice of Stalker or Colossi against Thor. Oh good, well he's got some Immortals in there, which is exactly what we need. And they're fully upgraded Immortals. What are these Thors? The Thors are fully upgraded as well. And they're going to clean it up, and now I got Corruptors with nothing to do really. And we got more Ultralisks coming. So we may have finally pushed the line into their bases, and now we'll just forget about that Thor. He's just trying to bait you into all these battlecruisers you can't shoot. Oh, and that poor Viking decided to land, which was too bad for him. And I just got my Corruptors here. Oh, I can't see anything. I need to get some stealth detection here. But I will find me a couple more battle cruisers. And it looks like they've almost cleaned up my Ultralisks down here, but they are still doing some additional damage to all these Thors. And Mass Colossus coming here for Spartan. I think he's got some Stalkers hiding in there, and another round of Ultralisks for me. They're trying to reclaim the battlefront at this hole, but I don't know. I think we got them outnumbered there. And Dunamai's Ultralisks are completely cleaning up Wolfpack's base. I don't know if there's anything to do with this. Oh, and he finally brought a stealth detector of his own. And, oh, these battlecruisers are going to try to help out, but they are not going to do any good against my Corruptors. I don't think battlecruisers was a good choice in this match. Once we started getting, once I had mass Corruptors, it was time to give up on the battlecruisers. And we're going to make sure that they have to give up on the battlecruisers. Although he's producing more. Wow, he's way queued up on battlecruisers. Banshee's coming off of that one, and now I got mass Colossi stomping over Contrarian's base. With some help from my Ultralisks, of course. Another round of Ultralisks, Banelings, Hydralisks from Dunamai. I guess he figures this base is pretty much cleaned up. At this point, now I'm going to find a couple more battle cruisers to shoot at, and Contrarian's going to leave the game. I think he had a complaint later that this is basically, well, let's just throw tier 3 units at each other until somebody wins, which, yeah, that's what this game was. I mean, other things could happen. You could come up, oh, and Wolfpack's going to drop out of the game. I mean, you could come up with, and Mike's going to leave the game. So that is going to be it. We finally pushed the line here, and yes, Contrarian had a point that this was basically a battle of throwing tier 3 units at each other, but, I mean, there was still a lot of strategy there. Like, I mean, they threw Banshees into their mix, which were very, very effective until we started getting out, you know, anti-air and stealth detection. So there was that, and, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could do. It's not necessarily just throwing a big tier 3 army at each other. There are all sorts of strategies that you could use, you know, sneak attacks and all sorts of things. I mean, they could have maybe done some nuke attacks. Might have been very effective. But I still thought that was a pretty exciting game. I was tech switching like a madman. I mean, I went from Roach to Mass Ultra to tried some Mutas, but they didn't last very long, to Corruptors, to Broodlords, back to Ultras, and more some Corruptors, and then just Ultra, 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 basically. And it looks like I was going for my level 2 attack. This is like the last 2 upgrades I did not have. I mean, I had all the special unit upgrades, everything, all my ground upgrades, and these last 2 armors was the last I had left. And the question was asking me how many hatcheries did I have at the end there, and it looks like I had 8. Nope, wait, 7. So it looks like I had 7 hatcheries. I thought I had 8 or 9, but it looks like I only had 7, and they did pretty good. And oh, I got some more Ultralisks there. I was able to macro up pretty good out of this. So I hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was a pretty epic game. I mean, it was just a mass battle here. It looks like I'd finally pushed my creep here, which, you know, I could have pushed the creep over on their side, which always helps my Ultralisks. But I thought it was a pretty sweet game. Pretty epic, pretty fast-paced, pretty hectic. Maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I enjoyed it. I hope you did too, and have a day.